Moonlight on Ganymede. Jace had never thought the surface of a moon could feel like home. Not the icy crust of Ganymede, Jupiter's largest satellite, with its vast frozen plains cracked open by faint lines of glowing blue ice, nor the way the faint sun hung dim in the Jovian sky like a distant, cold candle. Yet here he was, stationed at the Helios research outpost, and strangely, this alien place was starting to make sense. He pulled his jacket tighter, the synthetic fibers humming softly to keep him warm. The light from the moon's thin atmosphere cast an eerie glow over the rocky ridges. Jace scanned the horizon, his breath visible in the cold air. Tonight was special, not just because the Jupiter's great red spot would be perfectly aligned with Ganymede's orbit, but because someone was coming. "Don't keep me waiting," came a voice from behind, warm and teasing. Jace turned and smiled, his eyes lighting up as they met Liam's. Liam was the lead astrogeologist, just assigned from Earth 2 weeks ago. Every time Liam was near, Jace felt the icy moon melt into something warmer, more alive. Liam stepped closer, the faintest trace of frost on his eyelashes, and held out a hand. "Ready to see the moonlight dance?" Jace took it without hesitation. Their journey was a slow trek to the edge of the outpost's dome, where the surface stretched out untouched, wild and shimmering under the stars. The scientists often said that Ganymede was like a sleeping giant, quiet but full of secrets. Tonight, those secrets seemed to breathe in the silver light. "I never expected to fall for a moon," Liam said, breaking the silence as they walked. Jace laughed softly. "That sounds like something you'd say on Earth. But here it's different. It feels infinite." Liam glanced sideways at him, the dim glow framing his face like a painting. Infinite's a good word, but sometimes infinite can be lonely. Jace's heart twisted slightly. He knew loneliness well. Before coming to Ganymede, he'd spent years drifting between stations, watching people come and go without making routes. But something about Liam, his steady gaze, the way he listened, the quiet strength in his smile, had anchored Jace in ways he didn't expect. They stopped at the rim of a deep crevasse, its edges sharp and glowing faintly with bioluminescent ice crystals. The vastness stretched beneath them, a frozen ocean waiting for secrets to be uncovered. "Look," Liam whispered, pointing upward. The great red spot, a swirling storm larger than Earth itself, was visible, its violent hues muted by distance but still mesmerizing. Jupiter's bands of clouds stretched across the sky like ribbons of flame and ice. The spectacle was humbling and intimate all at once. Jace reached out and took Liam's hand, his fingers curling around the other's palm. "Do you think the storm will ever end?" Jace asked. Liam shook his head slowly. "No. Some things are meant to last, even if they change shape, like this storm or us." The weight of Liam's words settled between them. Jace looked up at the sky again, the swirling colors reflecting in his eyes. Back at the outpost, their shifts were long and solitary. Jace spent hours analyzing ice core samples, while Liam mapped the moon's geological faults. The routines were exhausting but comforting, a rhythm they shared in silence. One night, after the shift ended, Jace found Liam in the common room, staring out at the jagged horizon. The harsh, fluorescent lights inside couldn't compete with the moonlight filtering through the window. "Can't sleep?" Jace asked. Liam smiled faintly. "I'm trying to make sense of it all." "Like what?" "Like why I'm here, why I'm drawn to this cold rock millions of miles from home." Jace sat beside him, their shoulders almost touching. Maybe because even the coldest places can hold warmth. Liam turned, searching Jace's face. "You make it feel that way." Their breath mingled in the thin air, a fragile warmth that felt like promise. Jace leaned in, brushing a stray lock of hair from Liam's forehead. Liam's eyes fluttered closed, and the moment stretched, quiet, electric. When their lips finally met, it wasn't fiery or desperate. It was steady, sure, a connection forged in silence and light. The moon outside bore witness, its surface glowing softly beneath the starlight. Days passed, and the bond between them deepened. They shared stories of Earth's oceans, of cities that never slept, of music and laughter under warm suns. But here on Ganymede, their world was smaller, quieter. Every glance, every touch spoke volumes. One afternoon, Liam was examining a new ice ridge when a tremor shook the ground beneath them. The outpost's alarms blared, a rare seismic event. "Get inside!" Jace yelled, grabbing Liam's arm. They sprinted toward the dome, the ice cracking and shifting dangerously. Inside, the walls shuddered and the gravity fluctuated. Equipment beeped frantically as the quake subsided. "Are you okay?" Jace asked, heart pounding. Liam nodded, though his face was pale. That was close. Jace pulled him into a tight embrace, the reality of their vulnerability sinking in. "Out here, nothing is guaranteed," Jace said softly, "except this." He pressed his forehead to Liam's. Liam smiled, tears glistening. "Then let's hold on to it." Weeks later, as the mission neared its end, Jace and Liam faced a difficult choice. Earth wanted them back, but they both felt tethered to Ganymede's strange beauty and to each other. One night, under the same moonlit sky where it all began, Liam took Jace's hand. "Stay," he said simply. "We can build something here. Not just research, but a life." Jace looked out at the glowing ice, the endless stars, and then back at Liam. "What this really means," Jace said, "is choosing you, and choosing a home I never expected." Liam squeezed his hand. Moonlight on Ganymede, our forever. The two stood beneath the swirling sky, bound by a love as vast and enduring as the universe itself.